It's that time of year again. GlasGlow is on its way. I'm here with Ollie Norman, who is the founder and the writer, I suppose, of GlasGlow.
Yep.
Every year, this event takes place at the Botanic Gardens in the West End, and every year it has a particular theme. This year, I kind of get the sense that this one's captured a bit more attention, and it's certainly making me smile. Tell me a bit about the theme this year.
Yeah, so I write Glasgow every year
Yeah,
at the time of the Glasgow taking place. So I'm writing a year in advance. And this year, for last year, when I was writing, I think it's safe to say me alongside a whole bunch of Glaswegians maybe feel a bit disappointed with the state of the city. And I couldn't help but feel that I wanted to look back to go forwards. So I was a kid of the 80s and I really remember that campaign resonating. This notion of us as Glaswegians being the hard
yeah,
men and women of Europe, and in order for us to counter that reputation, we went to Mr. Happy. It's mental when you think
yeah.
about it. And I have got such a strong memory of being in the back of my mum and dad's car, being in the city. We'd gone to the Odeon in Renfield Street, watched a movie, come out, and I'd watched in the back of the car as we were leaving town, grown men and women beating each other up in street corners. And that was just before the time the campaign was launched.
Yeah.
And I just thought it feels time to bring that campaign back, more as a bit of a nostalgia piece and a little bit of a rallying cry
Yeah,
of we've done it before, let's do it again.
yeah. I was walking down Buchanan Street at lunchtime, and I saw the banners there promoting GlasGlow
Yeah,
that had the Glasgow Smiles Better logo, and it did provoke a bit of nostalgia.
yeah.
Um, do you think that things like the Garden Festival and the Year of Culture and what that did to shift Glasgow's perception of itself forward are still kind of resonate?
Oh, massively. I think bringing a version of the Garden Festival back at Glasgow, we've been blown away by the response to that. And I think often when you look back through rose tinted glasses and you go, oh, times were better then. And there's a degree of truth in that. And I think what I'm hoping we achieve with Glasgow this year is A, always delivering the level of escapism and event that we want to deliver, but B, reminding people of what we have done and the journey that we've been on as a city. Because I think we are at a turning point in the city right now. I think we're actually great things are ahead. We just have to be stick to our guns and get there. And I think in a very, very small way, bringing back the Glasgow's Miles Better campaign is reminding people of where we were and where we have come from.
So there'll be little visual cues around the light display and the theme,
Yeah,
which will hark back to certain pointers from Glasgow's past. What
yeah,
what are you particularly looking forward to seeing in real life,
yeah.
having
So
imagined this up?
yeah, so of course, so I write out the show, the theme, and then I write out worlds, and then what goes in each of these worlds. This year we're calling it Nine Icons of Glasgow. And one of my favourites is I grew up alongside thousands of other school kids going to Tam Shepherd's in Queen Street,
Yeah,
and I'd get my fake cigarettes and my fun snaps. And I was heartbroken when the shop closed. They're still open online, and the brand is still alive, and hopefully they'll come back at some point. But we've reimagined Tam as a Vegas showman, and we've gone big, and hopefully we pay homage to him. And there's another world which I love, and it's based on a true story that a lot of people won't know about, which is back in the 50s, a rumor went around the Gorbals that there was a 7 foot tall vampire. And Hannah, this is just amazing Glasgow chat, which is rather than get afraid and
yeah.
stay indoors, the kids armed themselves to the
I
teeth
went hunting
and
it.
they took
Yeah,
to the streets and
yeah,
hunted for this fictional vampire.
yeah,
So we're gonna make this fiction a reality at
yeah.
Glasgow this year.
One of the things I like when I go around, so you're going around different aspects, and it is very immersive, and you see the lights, and you've got the music, but then you just see little snippets of Glasgow in the
Yeah,
background, and like
yeah,
the lights kind of reflecting off of some of the tenements or
yeah,
stuff like that, or
yeah,
even rounding a corner and seeing familiar parts of the Botanic
yeah,
Gardens, but unrecognizable. Having that part of the city as a backdrop? Do you find that fun? Is that kind of a good way to do it?
Well, number one, it's important to say that maybe not everyone likes us being there. I'm aware we cause a lot more people being in the area. But yeah, I think over the years, people have questioned whether Glasgow should be in the Botanics. For me, that is its home. I think it's a really special part of the city. It's a beautiful part of the city. It's at a real juncture of, obviously, literal juncture of where people are. And none more so than during COVID, we spread literal light into the city in a really beautiful way, and hopefully not too intrusive because it goes off early in the evening. So part of the joy is seeing those lights and the beams in the sky. And every single year when we then, finish the show, I always get lots of locals saying to me, "Oh, it's so sad we don't," because a lot of people enjoy the light show for free. Which is part of the benefit, and that's that's part of what I love about it. And as you said, everyone is used to being in the Botanics during the day, but the gardens physically close the gate at night. And that's what's so captivating for me about Glasgow is you get to explore an area of the city you're never allowed in at night. And you see it in a whole different light.
Let's talk marshmallows and other food. What is on the menu this year?
Well, every year we need to up the marshmallow game. So I think it's a God-given right of every child and adult to toast a marshmallow every year. So that's where Marshmallowland came from. So last year we introduced, and we're upping the game again, and it sounds small, but it's a big deal, is you can get a cup of hot, delicious milk chocolate to dunk the marshmallows in. And every year, so last year, we introduced this and loads of people were like, "Oh no, it sounds just too sweet for me." And then they get it. And then before you know it, they're literally drinking the chocolate. It's mega. We've got a couple of new vendors coming in to the street food area. So, we've got the usual array of delicious churros from our pals at Loop and Scoop. We've got amazing pizzas. We've got the usual smattering of things you'd expect and a few new ones.
You've got a Philly cheesesteak this year?
Yes, we do. We do.
I mean,
I'd
go just for that.
See, it's part of the joy. Like I get, put on a few pounds over Glasgow because every night I go there, and despite the fact you're maybe walking 20,000 steps, you're having a Philly. I'm excited by that one. I think a Philly's cheesesteak is long overdue.
I'll see you for that and a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Good to see you.